Fucking stars.
Hi all, hope you're doing well. We meet again today for a new high-tech video. Robots are appearing more and more in our daily lives. Some of them help us for cleaning, and others for garden maintenance. We propose to you a top of the 5 best lawn mowing robots of 2021. But before going further, I remind you that you can find all the details about the products in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see or review all our videos, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future releases. Let's discover together the 5 best lawn mowing robots 2021. Number 1. Husqvarna 450X. Husqvarna's 450X model is a robot that impresses at first glance. Frankly, it could almost be compared to a small Batmobile. Aggressive looks combined with impeccable workmanship. For maintenance, the robot will have to be disassembled to change the battery. For the rest, maintenance is quite simple. It is limited to a small regular cleaning of the wheels and the underside. If you need to change the blades, it's just as simple and quick. For installation, it will be possible to install several guided cables that can be used to steer the mower much more simply, especially for more isolated areas or to facilitate the return to the base. The installation can be a little bit tedious, and the visit of a professional can be a good idea. A GPS chip is installed inside the robot to allow it to map the terrain to manage the areas automatically. Basically, the less resistance is detected, the less it mows, and vice versa. Of course, safety is a must. It is equipped with a collision sensor and a lift sensor to stop the cutting motor and avoid accidents. The blades are protected under a steel disc and make access to them less obvious. A monochrome LCD screen is present and displays the menu giving access to the different mowing modes. It is also possible to control the robot via the smartphone application. The application is very practical and complete. The 450X is relatively discreet. In fact, it is impossible to hear from more than 10 meters away. The mowing quality is excellent. Like any robot, it avoids obstacles and comes back several times in the same place to check that everything is done. The marks of passage are also non-existent. The sonar function is efficient and allows the robot to move quickly. It will be able to mow 5,000 meters squared without any problem, with a cutting diameter of 24 centimeters. It is capable of mowing 210 meters squared in 1 hour. You'll be able to mow about 5 hours and 30 minutes before having to return to its base to refuel. The duration will obviously depend on the height of the lawn. Count between 70 and 90 minutes. Although its maximum mowing height is 6 centimeters, it is capable of cutting through tall grass. A small drawback is that its blade is moved away from the edge for safety. It is therefore impossible to mow edges. Number 2. Gardena Smart Sileno Life. Like many shearing robots, the Smart Sileno detects the limits of the surface thanks to a perimeter cable that is connected to its docking station. The operation can seem complicated for novices. In reality, it is quite simple. The docking station is simple to install. The robot looks good with modern lines and gray and turquoise color. The manufacturing quality is very good, lightweight. It can be easily transported from one area to another. For maintenance, a good jet of water will be enough to clear the pieces of grass. Since the blades are quite small, they will need to be worn and changed from time to time. The operation is simple. A screwdriver is sufficient. The battery can be changed without having to completely disassemble the unit. An assistant is built into the mower to help the robot automatically calculate its mowing schedule. It will be possible to adjust the schedule manually if needed. Settings can be made directly from the robot thanks to the interface based on the small monochromatic LCD screen, or via the smartphone application provided with the robot. You will then be able to manage everything from your sofa. In fact, Gardena offers a sensor control function that automatically adjusts its mowing frequency according to the regrowth speed. The Smart Sileno is very quiet. You can't hear it from 5 meters. Without field mapping, navigation is random. This system works rather well. The only difference with the system that works methodically is the mowing time. The device is capable of mowing 60 meters squared in 1 hour. The cut of the lawn is very clean thanks to its 3 small sharp blades. Don't expect to send it into tall grass, its motor won't be able to resist it. Blockages are rare on the model, and the robot is quite capable of freeing itself. Number 3. Stihl iMow Remy. Here is a well-built robot. The plastic seems robust, the finishes are neat. One will simply regret the absence of a handle to carry it. The RMI422 has large rear wheels and 2 small wheels at the front. No trace is visible on the lawn after its passage. It will be necessary to install a perimeter cable with low-intensity current. It will allow the robot to detect the limits of the area to be mowed. It will be possible to install the docking station away from the area to be mowed to better hide it, and especially to shelter it. For maintenance, the robot's battery is not easily accessible without being too difficult. Simply follow the instructions for use to achieve its purpose. Changing the blades is easier and must be done more often. The tool to remove those cutting deck is supplied. For safety, the RMI422 is equipped with a tilt sensor that stops the blades in case of lifting. Obstacle sensors are also present. An application is available to control the robot remotely. However, it is not complete. It will be simpler to set up the robot directly. Despite a monoblock blade, the robot is not noisy and is even discreet. Like all other robots, the principle of random mowing works very well. It will mow its entire area perfectly without leaving any wheel tracks. The brand announces 100 minutes for 100 meters squared for a mowing diameter of 22 centimeters. However, the robot remains quite sensitive to cracks and slightly trapped ground. It manages to free itself. It will be able to go through tall grass without much problem as long as it's not wet. Number 4. Honda Memo 3000. Big boulder means big capacity. This big lady is accentuated by round shapes and a white hood. Concretely, you'll have a hard time losing her in your garden as she is so conspicuous. The manufacturing quality is excellent and is protected by a bumper to allow it to withstand collisions. Maintenance is simple. The blades can be changed with a simple Allen key. Being waterproof, the battery will be more difficult to reach. Perimeter delimitation is done as for all other robotic lawnmowers using a perimeter cable. No big surprise then. On the setting side, there is a monochrome LCD screen and several buttons. Everything remains functional despite a display not very sexy. It will, however, be possible to control the lawnmower from the bottom of his sofa thanks to the application. All the settings are grouped there and its use is super simple. Although it is imposing, the Memo 3000 is discreet. It is almost inaudible at more than 6 meters. No need to worry the neighbors on a Sunday morning. There is no GPS or cartography on this model. It will therefore have to do with the random mowing mode, which remains once again satisfactory. No mark on the lawn at the end. The whole is homogeneous and well mowed. In addition to being efficient, it is fast. It can mow 170 meters squared per hour. She quickly becomes the best friend of gardens of more than 2,000 meters squared. It is also capable of mowing high grass and on slopes up to 25 degrees. Like all other robotic mowers, the device does not collect the grass but works with mushing. Basically, the grass is cut very fine to avoid having to pick it up. Number 5. Robomow RS625. We finished with the Robomow brand and the RS625 model. This is the top of the range of the brand. From the outside, the robot impresses, reminiscent of a small 4x4. It has 2 mowing blades that appear on the sides and are very wide wheels. For safety, the robot is equipped with a frontal collision sensor capable of detecting a child or an animal. For maintenance, there won't be much to check. The only thing to watch out for is the grass that can quickly get stuck under the device. The efficiency of the mushing could be reduced and the mower could become noisy. Speaking of noise, the RS is noisy, but not unbearable either. Concretely, neighbors will not be bothered by the noise of the machine. It becomes inaudible after 10 meters. Not equipped with GPS, it will, however, be able to mow large areas. It moves randomly. The creation of the zones is again done via the perimeter cable. A small monochrome LCD screen is placed on top. Although it is not protected, it is not afraid of water or dust. The RS menu is quite simple to use, allowing easy navigation. Like many lawnmower robots, a smartphone application is available and allows access to all the settings. The interface is pleasant and easy to use. Finally, the lawnmower robot is efficient and fast. Its blades can mow on a diameter of 56 centimeters, much more than the rest of our top competitors. We will be able to make the first mowing of the season without worries, and the tall grass does not scare him. The movements of the machine are perfect. No terrain can resist it. It's a real power monster. The other side of the coin will be paid on the energy consumption of the robot, unfortunately. The blades cut sharply, and the mushing is very efficient. Again, no miracle on the edges. The robot will not be able to mow them efficiently. And here we are, friends, that's all for today. If you liked the video, let loose on the blue thumb. If you have any questions, leave us a comment. I remind you that you can find all the details about the Link products in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell to discover all our videos. On these good words, I say to you very quickly, goodbye. Hey everybody, it's Nathan, the English voiceover guy for aTech English. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to hear more from me, you can find my YouTube channel over here on YouTube. It is Nathan Blake Games. We play indie horror games and always have a good time. You should find a link in the description and on the end card. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and sayonara.